Hi guys, hope you're all doing well out there today. My name is Dan and this beautiful coloured box of ambience is the Wampler Ethereal. Very quick shout out to my good buddy Joe for lending me this to check out and for giving me a hand sorting out the technical issues I was having with my recording setup. Thank you, mate. So, the Ethereal is a combination of a reverb and a delay. It's meant to be a bit of a one-stop shop for ambience and it certainly achieves that to my ears. What I like about it is it's got enough options to get the sound that you want, but no menus, no confusing, manuals to read. You can just put this down and get to work. So having a very quick look at the controls, you have a reverb mix, a delay mix, a tone which affects both, a feedback knob which controls the delay repeats but is also tied in somewhat to the reverb decay. So the more you crank that up, the more of a soundscape you're going to create. A delay which is the delay time. And then this cool button here, which you constantly have a quarter note subdivision from wherever you've set this. But then it adds other subdivisions on top. So you've got triplets there. That'll add on an eighth note as well. And then this is an eighth note, I think, also. But then there's a feedback loop. So it sort of blooms into this like soundscapey type delay, which is very, very cool. You've got a tempo LED, a bypass LED, your foot switch here, and then on the side you've got a trails button which determines that when you bypass it, both delay and reverb will carry on after you've pressed the switch, which is great. I love that in a pedal. You don't want that sort of immediate cut off. So the sound I was using in the intro was using the mode that cascades on itself. We'll go through all of the modes, but this was the intro sound. Very cool. So what we'll do is if we take the reverb out, you can hear just what the delay's doing. So as you can hear, that's the one where it's got a bit of a feedback loop going on and it sort of blurs into a sort of reverb of its own. So taking away the delay, we can hear just the reverb now. So you can hear it's got this real nice wash to it. Probably a little bit of modulation in there. Just sounds really, really cool. And then obviously you can create a blend of the two. And then if we have a look at the tone control now, bringing it all the way down, it gets nice and dark. Got to leave a bit of a gap so I let the tails go before I start talking again. But yeah, so the tone is super useful on a pedal like this because you don't always have to reduce the mix to not let it overpower your main signal. I find just darkening it up a bit still gives you that big texture, but leaves a bit more clarity in your playing. So moving the tone up a little bit. Even further. And then all the way. So that's a super useful control, and as I said, it affects both the delay and reverb. So if we have a listen now to just the delay, I'll turn the mix up, and we can hear what these different delay modes do. So this is the standard just on its own quarter note. And then I'm pretty sure the next mode is triplet, but I can't really see the pedal from where I am. Then the next mode is plus an eighth note, I think. If you like that kind of rhythmic delay thing. And then the other mode is, I think, with an eighth note, but it's got like a feedback loop on that, so it sort of blurs into a reverb. That'll be more apparent if I bring the feedback up. So checking out the reverb on its own, if I take the delay down, it's affected. The feedback control is tied also to the decay of the reverb, and the tone affects the reverb as well. So this is everything at noon, other than the mix, which is cranked up a little bit. Crank the feedback, it will go into oscillation. Take it down, it will just have a shorter attack, a shorter decay. Then the tone also affects it, so cranking it up, we can make it quite sparkly. Or darken it up a little bit. So if you crank the feedback, it's affecting both the delay and reverb, both the decay and the repeats, and it can fall into oscillation pretty easily. So we've now got a little bit of gain on the amp. Adding in the ethereal. So it's also fantastic for lead work. I mean, it doesn't have to be that engulfed in ambience. You can dial it back to get just a touch of spaciness. So sweaty in here. Yeah, so it's a great all-rounder, and I mean, like, with that kind of thing, you don't even need the reverb. If you don't want it, you can just use it as a standalone delay. Or you can go full ambient wash. One thing I forgot to show you, actually, which I'll do before I forget, is the kind of delay range you've got. So this is the lowest end of the... oh, Velcro's gone. It's too hot in here. Right down. A real quick, almost like tile reverb. Get into slapback territory. And then it goes right through. So you've got a massive range of delay in there, time-wise. So I think that about sums up this gorgeous ambience machine. I've really enjoyed checking it out. I think there's plenty of options in there and some fantastic tones. I'm sorry if I've missed anything out. I've kind of sprinted through this demo because it's unbearably hot in here today. Yeah, so if you enjoyed this video, please check out my other stuff. If you want to, I'd really appreciate a subscription. There's a little button down there to press the little bell and all that good stuff. And I've got a load more stuff coming up very soon. Thank you very much for watching and take care. Cheers, guys.